Previously on Trails Beyond the Horizon, Yorda stayed in bed to recover from her shadow being damaged. Van and Inez went on a night patrol, and Inez was in her school uniform for some reason. In the Grim Garten, Jin and Risha joined as full characters while Kasim joined as a temporary guest. At the 5th Domain boss room, Ulrika used her power words to brainwash 2 party members into fighting alongside Harwood. Finally, the latest memento orb showed Emilia's moment of glory in Operation Jormungand, where she shot down several Imperial soldats and ships despite being technologically outmatched. Looks like nights can get pretty lively over here too. Yeah, even without all the space program stuff, you can't go out at night since you're in the dorms, right? That's right, though sometimes I'll come by with Odette and the others after school. There should be a parking lot over there, so I'll go ahead and park the car. Might as well try and catch a late showing now that we're here. That sounds good. Nothing unusual here, huh? A summons? Investigation HQ is asking for cooperation. Right, okay, roger that. Officer Karen and Officer Nancy are en route to Satan HQ. Sound like things are really busy over there. Wonder what it's all about. That reminds me, a call went out this evening about some Grand Theft Auto. GTA 6? Sounds like things are all over the place. I wonder what's going on. The investigations are requesting assistance. Roger that. We'll head back immediately. You want me to practice my performance out here? This is way too embarrassing, Marilyn. Don't worry, Peter. You're the type of guy who gets carried away and never puts any fun into what he's doing, aren't you? That's perfect. Now make like a pig and go oink. Arg, you're asking for way too much. And are you insulting me too? You said you want to be an actor, but you ran away like a coward as soon as you landed a role. But don't worry, I'll be sure to straighten you up by the weekend. We're gonna have to be tough if we're going to finish in time to catch the rocket launch this weekend. I'm sure San won't be able to relax until we get this all wrapped up. So put your back into this, okay, Peter? For the sake of our friendship. Eek, why do things always start out like this? First you want me to be a dancer, now you want me to be a pig. Don't you think you're asking for too much? Damn it all. All I wanted was to stick it to the girls. How did it come to this?
Can I interest you in...
We've got model rockets and photos of Major Emilia. Everything you need to celebrate the launch. It's the event of the century, people. Now's the time to bye.
Take all the time you need. Be seeing you!
Right. He's supposed to be off tonight.
Something the matter?
No, it's nothing. Let's keep going, Van.
Yeah, it'd be kind of awkward because you rejected him. I'm going to see Bravely Legends tonight. Once I start hunkering down, I'll get into the zone with my work. My boss even praised me. Aha! Now I finished my work a little early, so I'm going to buy one of those limited edition signature books and head to the theater. Oh, just to be clear, I'm not that excited about the movie. I just like supporting Jay Segal is all. I met Jay Segal once, and she turned out to be a beautiful woman. Anyway, I'm off the clock, so who cares if I go watch an animated film? I wonder how they did that one scene. I've got to see it for myself.
Let's have a look.
The new idol group is the talk of the town. Apparently, they're even ambassadors for a space program. Their agency actually asked me if I wanted to do some sort of collaboration. But I've got my reservation, so I haven't replied yet. You remember that other idol group, right? I want to know what's going on with them first. I'm curious what's going on with you. I think that's the name. Apparently they're with the same agency as Vega, who are the talk of the town. That's what has me worried. I'm going to wait and see how things go before making a decision. Hi there, would you like to try our new maximum energy drink? Don't miss your chance to give it a taste. Hey Wendell, have you heard about those back alley fixers? As long as you have the mirror, they'll solve your problem, whatever it is, and no matter what it takes. Really? That's pretty different from what I heard. I was told they were more like a consulting agency, handling cases the police or guild might not touch. You and I could expose the truth on our own. Hey, I think we might eventually run into those fixers with your luck? Come on, dude, we did run into them. There's no way we'd realize it. It sounds like people have been talking about us a lot recently. Maybe we've been a little too active since expanding over the last year. The bit about doing anything no matter what it takes makes me think of that Fabio jackass. Gotta do what we can to make sure our good name doesn't take on a life of its own. From what I hear, they dip their toes into some pretty shady business. I bet if you ran into them, you'd be able to find out whether or not all those urban legends are true. At least think about it, Wendell, please. Actually, I think there was a sort of code you could use to call a Spriggan. Well, whatever, I don't really want my friend getting caught up in anything dangerous. I sure as heck don't want to get caught up in anything either. I'm happy just leaving it as gossip.
Bye.
No mistakes on the numbers. Appears you were able to work with the rest of the staff to handle the tables just fine. Yeah, see, I told you you could leave this place to me. So this is what worries me. Hey, you just sighed. Come on, don't you trust me at least a teeny bit? She tends to get hurt herself, so I have to keep an eye on her. Things will be a lot easier for me when I can finally leave the floor of her. I can do it if I try. Kama just needs to trust people a little more.
What would you like?
Quartz sake cup. I heard about what happened at the park, and thanks to you guys, we were able to accomplish our objective. Taking custody of the Easterners who are missing, right? But it sounds like you had another objective too. You hadn't lose on the move after all. Considering AD is showing up in other countries, I bet Heiwei's gotten their hands on some intel. Heh. Sadly, I'm not privy to that sort of information. I'm not part of the Lu family after all. But be careful, you guys, especially if you plan on getting involved in the future. Right, she's not acting the same as usual. Yeah, something's clearly up, but she ain't gonna spill the beans. It's not like I know everything that's going on with Heiwei. It can be kind of frustrating if I'm being honest, but at the end of the day, it's my job is to obey the head of the family, so that we may overcome another era of great change. Oh, this almond tofu is delicious. What is it, some kind of pudding or something? The spices in this hot and sour soup really bring out the flavor too. It's really good. Seems like the East and Central East use different spices in their food. I'm just glad you like it. I wasn't sure you would. Thanks for bringing us to such a nice spot, Nate. Yeah, thanks, Uncle Nate. No, it's the least I can do, since the inspector is always helping me out. You're the ones who invited me. The least I could do is recommend a great restaurant. See, this place is really good. Sheesh, this guy's as charming as ever. Guess I feel a bit bad that I've been avoiding this place due to his connections. And what's wrong, Papa? It's nothing, Gigi. Anyways, thanks to Nate we were able to eat at such a nice restaurant. You really are a family man, aren't you, Inspector? Even when you're about to be swamped at work. Making time for them when I still can is important, and you'd better be ready to be busy yourself, you know? That is a very good point. I know Nate must have a lot going on right now, but he's still making time for me. Thanks for your patience. I'm sure I'll end up making you feel even more lonely in the upcoming days. So let's make sure we're making the most of the time we actually do spend together. Oh, you two are so sweet together. Hey, how's Papa at work? I mean, he's so nice to me. Is he nice to you too? Actually, your Pops is really, really scary at work, like a demon. Watch it, you better not go telling my daughter stuff she doesn't need to know. Inspector Oswani really is a family man. It feels like he includes Nate in that too. Though it's a little surprising to see him show up here. You got that right. Even if he did come on Nate's recommendation, it looks like the old inspector is spreading his mind. I guess he'll do anything for his family first and foremost. Nate was complaining about his boss, but he still went out of his way to tell him about this place. Whatever he says is clear at the end of the day that he respects him. So I'm a little surprised to find out the inspector is such a family man. I swear, just when I think you finally got your act together, you end up saying stuff like that. Oh, come on, Chief. These are the things that are supposed to be nice and relaxed. That doesn't mean you can just tell my daughter whatever you want. You're right, of course. As long as you stay in line, gatherings like this should be relaxed. Especially when we don't know how busy we're about to be. Enjoy yourself and recharge. That's why I invited you on in the first place. Chief, I can't believe those words are coming out of your mouth. It's just what kind of person you think I am. In any case, my family's here and so is your girlfriend. I'm not going to be a stick in the mud. Enjoy yourself, but don't embarrass yourself. Gotta say, when the Chief invited me and my girlfriend to dinner, I was shocked. I guess this is his way of looking out for me. If that's the case, then they better be ready for what's to come. Now, isn't this brigand as assistant? It's rare to see the two of you out patrolling at night together. You guys must be on the edge after everything that happened tonight. Might want to take some time to relax and get ready for what's to come. Make sure you don't have any regrets. Is it just me or is he being nicer to us than usual tonight? Probably helps he's with family. But now we've been through the ringer together, too. I'm sure he's looking at us in a different light. This is Daddy's subordinate, right? But you still have to say thank you if he told you about this place, Daddy. I'm really grateful that Nate suggested this place to my husband. Even if my husband seems a little conflicted. Still, it doesn't change the fact that Nate brought us somewhere wonderful. You can do it, Edward. And, well, if you can't, I'll be here for you. Sasha seems kind of restless. What's gotten into you? The truth is, I made up my mind. Will you marry me? Mary? Wait, Mary? I know we only just talked about it yesterday, so you don't have to reply right away. I just want you to know I'm 100% serious about this. I'm confident I can make you happy. In that case, yes. Are you sure? You don't need to think about it. I mean, you're going to make me happy, right? Of course, I swear it. Talk about stumbling on something beautiful. Right? Just watching them making my stomach turn. I've been holding out hope, but I never thought he would actually propose. Stay calm, Sonia. Frankly, I'm stunned she said yes so quickly. I thought for sure she'd leave me hanging. I'm so damn happy. What a time to be alive. Nice work, Edward. Wow, her dialogue changed right after her proposal. So Miss Sonia's gonna be my sister-in-law now. It's kind of a strange feeling, but I couldn't be happier. And I'm happy for you. I saw a strange car zoom by over that way earlier today. The person behind the wheel had this vacant look, like they were totally out of it. The people driving the next couple of vehicles had the same face. I wonder what was going on. It's not like that the news reported any crashes or anything after that, so maybe I was just imagining things.
Care for some popcorn?
I went to see a movie for the first time in a long time, you see. When I got back to my stall, I was still half in tears. Sales went up like crazy. I even had a bunch of customers asking me which movie made me cry. Now people are calling this the morning market. At this point, I might as well lean into it and market to all the cinephiles. My new shows have been doing way better than I expected, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic. They're even working as effective advertising for expert cinema. I couldn't be more pleased.
How about a delicious...
Welcome, phew. I'm still getting a lot of business even this late at night. At this rate, launch day is going to be insane. I'm a little worried. No, snap out of it. This is my chance to get everyone to try my special ice cream. I bet a ton of potential rivals will be setting up shop on the day up, so I gotta do my best and sell. At this rate, there'll be even more people on stalls than we had during the Revolution Festival. This is my chance to show the world my ice cream, so I gotta sell. Movies these days are just a bunch of nonsense made for making money. You can spot their flaws from nostalgia away. That's how I used to think anyway, but after finally watching a few, I found them to be both ambitious and creative. Here's the thing though, I just wanted to feel that the emotions I felt back when movies first started to come out. Some folks might think I'm just nostalgic for the past, but I want to feel enraptured again, down to my bones. Maybe I'll fill out a survey and ask the theater to do reruns of old classics. Classics from back in the day were fantastic. It's clear everyone working behind the scenes was trying their best. For one film, which followed much of the life of Chansonnier, they even played her actual record. Movies back then were still in black and white, but let me tell you, they shook me to my soul.
Anyone die? Awaken! Order within me!
Whew, it's getting pretty late. Unfortunately, I should head home. You know, people have been saying we might see a bunch of space movies next year. If that's true, there's sure to be female astronaut characters. They could cast Judith, or Nina, or, my gosh, or what if we get Major Amelia playing herself? I'm so excited.
Thank you for your visit today.
We're gonna get all kinds of space movies. My imagination is going wild. Seriously, Mom sure is taking a while. Is she still in the bathroom? I can't go home until Mom finishes up.
They all look pretty good.
Truth be told, I've been getting questions from all over the continent about what it takes to run a movie theater. I feel like everyone everywhere wants to be able to screen films. It's been about 20 years since the Ouroboros films first debuted, and they're finally starting to spread to other countries. And we may be looking at a continent-wide boom for the industry in the near future.
Awaken! Order within
Expert cinema has existed since the dawn of film, so we get a lot of questions from our companies. Some people have even asked us to open a second branch in our countries. Now, I don't know what we can do to help, but we may be seeing a huge movie boom in the near future. My, look at this. Inez, Ben, what are you two doing here so late? Don't tell me this is a date, or seeing as you're in a school uniform, I guess not. Van is just on his nightly patrol, and he allowed me to accompany him. I'm the one who should be saying, look at this. You must have heard about what happened this evening. Using the theater instead of your restaurant to carry out your meeting is pretty sneaky. You got it all wrong. The young miss simply invited me to a movie, which we've just finished. I heard a report from Risha. Hayoi's already made his next move. And this isn't what we were talking about this morning. I only had him accompany me for a bit, since we're both leaving the capital tomorrow. Shinobi Punk Izayoi was interesting, wasn't it? It featured a relationship between the hero and heroine that went beyond their traditional roles. So romantic. Indeed, in the setting of the Far East in the near future featured remarkable craftsmanship, as did the script and acting. The action scenes even proved that both the hero and heroine were clearly experts. That said, the whole idea of chivalry and loyalty proved a little too sweet for my taste. Oh, you. I'm sure it would be for a schemer like you. Yeah, good for you, Ashen. You're putting this fresh start to use with an active approach. I'm rooting for you. Thank you, Inez. It gives me the courage to keep trying. You should too. Maybe I'll send you an Eastern-style mini dress sometime. Well, as long as it's not too extreme, I'd be grateful for a gift.
They all look pretty good.
You and Sal are leaving the capital at the same time, huh? Sounds like Hayoi's pretty busy. Yeah, I've got my own business to attend to, literally business-related. That said, it's true we've got a lot going on, officially and otherwise. Baba and Yeye should be heading toward their respective destinations as we speak. About that, we saw Gian Lu, but we haven't seen much of Fun lately. Yeah, he's been hitting up a bunch of Kowloon financial bank branches around the country, plus other associated companies. Things have been pretty busy ever since the space program was announced. I see. Genlu's gonna be in the city until late. I assume he's got business of his own. Yep, visiting an old friend of his. Seemed to me like he's got something else on his mind. But as far as that's concerned, there's not much else I can tell you. All members of the Liu family are acting on their own. Guess it isn't a surprise concern. So I can't help but be curious about what they're up to. Well, either way, I'm glad I got to see a movie with Sal before we had to go our separate ways. We might end up stuck in our respective positions and not get to see each other for a while. And I hope you two can do your best so you don't have any regrets.
Shortly. Please keep all T-phones on silent.
Heard about what's transpired in the Blacklight District at the park. It seems we'll now all be heading out tomorrow, yes? Let's set aside the fact that you know what we're up to in such detail. You guys making moves too? Yes, that's the plan, especially seeing as I couldn't be involved in today's events. And Fen is quite stimulated at the moment. Let me guess, because of the Gekka martial artist. Risha did mention he was a paragon of the martial arts. He is indeed, so it's unsurprising that Fen has been quite interested in him. Of course, he was just as interested in the Yara combatants who were present. Suffice it to say, we have many questions regarding these mysterious figures, who they are, and where they come from, and so on. With the involvement of the master martial artist, that means Izayoi can no longer stand idly by. Which is to say, we'll be investigating matters our way.
Screen 2 will be opening its doors shortly.
In any event, I was happy to relax in Ashton's invitations. Certainly been a while. And yet now I'm refreshed and ready to put everything I have into investigation come tomorrow.
Awaken!
We've started screening Shinobi Punk Izayoi. Even though some people have been calling Orion Films' movie problematic, it's been finding a local audience. It even did good numbers in Longport. It's certainly unique compared to other films. It's certainly clearly inventive and nothing else. Okay, new movie.
Screen 1.
New movie, huh? Maybe we're gonna catch it while I'm here. I'm gonna be away for a while. We like to take a break. I heard there's a movie theater in Anchorville, but a number of films are probably leaving theaters soon. So if there's just someone you think might like to catch a movie, you should be sure to ask. And I guess I'll take you up on that offer then. If there's anything you've been hoping to see, let me know. Will do. Guess I'm not sure what the point of that was. Reminding the player there might be movies in Anchorville.
Welcome.
Or that some of these might be leaving soon.
You will find Shinobi.
Should I invite Anyez, Aaron. Free tickets for Shinobi Punk Izayoi. Your total will be 600. Ben headed into the theater of his company of choice, having decided to take a break from work. In a remote part of the Far East lay a modern city that had developed in its own unique way, Onigawara Lot. In this city controlled by wicked megacorps, there are those who work in darkness to complete any job, as long as the mirror is right. They are known as ninja. One night, the largest company in the city sent a request to a master ninja named Izayoi, rumored to be among the strongest in the city. He wanted him to assassinate Kanata, the leader of a resistance group whose goal was to free the city from its corporate overlords. Izayoi quickly located the resistance hideout and quietly proceeded with his mission. However, Kanata's uninspiring will to achieve her goals managed to pierce and melt Izayoi's heart, long frozen over from his dark past. Having been forced to live his life on a blood-soaked path, the hope Kanata had shown him was more than enough reason for him to betray his employers.
Have you gone mad, Izayoi? If you cross the company, you'll feel the wrath of the goddess! Absurd. As if the goddess would do the bidding of an earthly corporation. I am no longer blinded. I have found the true master I must serve. This katana I hold, the ninjutsu I possess, they exist to overthrow the evil magic C-suite! The night Izayoi we knew truly has gone mad! We shall make your end quick!
Izayoi. You really are the coolest! There aren't many out there who choose to take the hard road like you did.
It was you, Lady Kanata, that showed me the way. Your words are the new code that I shall follow. Order me as you see fit. From this day forth, I shall be your blade.
Alright then. Master Ninja Izayoi, send these two to meet their maker. But I'm not gonna let you fight alone. Let's win our freedom, together!
Agreed. Come, ninja. You may give my regards to the goddess once my fire ninjutsu has rendered you to ash!
So even though Cyberpunk saying they worship Adios. Also, kind of weird to watch this after playing the Edo Japan chapter of Live a Live. Wow, I'm not sure I've seen anything quite like that movie. Oh, and I mean that in a good way. It was very enjoyable. I was impressed with the action scenes and the drama. Yeah, the plot was pretty by numbers, which might seem strange given how off the walls the setting was. Its portrayal of Far Eastern culture is definitely a bit of a head-scratcher at first. But strange as it sounds, it suits the movie, or rather, once you get partway through, it doesn't even register anymore. I know what you mean. I think the setting was very well made and seems to be perfectly consistent in its own logic. The more of it I watched, the more it drew me in. It had its own mysterious allure, that's for sure. But I've got to wonder if they could recreate that same allure if they made a film like this, but use a different culture. I can't doubt that. I'm not sure how many other cultures would even mesh with the style all that well. Which means the Far East elements were a conscious decision here. This film might have more depth to it than I thought. Yaha, okay, credit where it's due. That one really got me. Western fiction misunderstanding Eastern culture isn't anything new, but them going whole hog on it here was hilarious. For real, it was so exaggerated and over the top, I couldn't even find it offensive. In fact, the film's quirks and the way the characters talk are so unique, they grow on you after a while. Now, I'll admit, there's a lot of stuff I don't know about the Far East. But I wonder how Shizuno would react if you showed this to her. Think she'd have a good laugh? I wonder how Risha would react. She's not quite a ninja, but Xiang's show is similar in some ways. I'm sure she'd be in stitches. Hey, looks like there's some link brochures. Hey. I really liked the action scenes in this one. They were super fun. I also enjoyed learning what the Far East was like. Who would have thought that this would end up being so educational? Yeah, so here's the thing. The Far East ain't like that. In fact, this went beyond the realm of exaggeration or dramatization. If you actually go all the way out there, you're not gonna find much of anything we saw in the movie. Seriously? I feel like I've been tricked. So wait, if that's the case, then why'd they even go for the trouble of saying in the Far East then? Well, it'd make it feel fantastical for the average viewer here. The Far East is way beyond the wastelands on the eastern edge of the continent. The folks here, it's a land of mystery and wonder. People's imaginations run wild the mention of far-off places they'll never see, so they use that to make the movie more engaging. Oh, okay. Actually, you know, I think I do understand that feeling. That was quite an inventive way to represent the cultures of the Far East. Its accuracy notwithstanding, I found it fascinating as an example of a creative fictional world. For sure, still, I gotta wonder how the heck they came up with such a weird blend of aesthetics. And there were so many liberties taken with Eastern culture, I'm not even sure how much of what we saw was even true to life. I guess I got first-hand experience with ninja at least, but still. I'll admit, I'm not especially knowledgeable about the Far East myself. But from what I do know, it seems to use a number of real-world references for minor details throughout the film. For instance, that special highly nutritious food called natto that the ninja ate may seem strange, but it's very much real. I believe the design of the security machinery in the middle of the movie was modeled after a wooden toy called a Kokeshi doll. Interesting, so you put a lot of care into even the nooks and crannies. Glad to know they did their research, son. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any problems of note in the Tyrell District either. Is there something barring you? Oh, is the Blacklight District on your mind, maybe? Yeah, actually. As you know, I don't normally accept forest SPGs there, but after what happened today, I'm thinking about making an exception. Oh, I understand that. I'm sure they have their hands full, so they'd probably be grateful if we lent ours. That being said, there's no need to rush on over there. Those guys are tenacious with a capital T. We can go check on them when we have the time.
For real, it was crazy.
That's already confirmed on our end, though.
The current administration is going to host a massive ceremony on the day of the rocket launch. Important people from other countries are coming, and there's going to be a bunch of events held throughout the city. Naturally, the news crew is going to be very busy. I'll do everything I can to support them. Come to think of it, Marielle's out and far about on the assignment. I'm sure she'll be running around covering the things here when she gets back. But maybe I should look into when that'll be. The editor-in-chief is leaving long late to an upstart the day after tomorrow. She's definitely taking a risk. Normally, you want to give a story like this to a veteran reporter, but it is what it is. There's no denying we're understaffed right now anyway. I just hope this upstart doesn't hold me back. But as the editor-in-chief, well, maybe I shouldn't say more. I just hope these young reporters don't hold me back. Oh, looks like this video's going viral. Is it about a celebrity? Oh, it's with you. Now that's a surprise. I never thought idols would get to be such a big deal. The video's pretty rough, but you can tell a lot of passion when they're making it. No wonder it's gone viral. Looks like they're doing a street concert right now. Maybe I'll go check it out. Idols are still relatively unknown, but with you has definitely been doing a lot to bring them to the forefront. Still, in terms of popularity, Vega is definitely a step ahead. Both groups are actually from the same agency. I can't say I know what's going on behind the scenes, but this video could end up putting them on equal footing. As someone in the business, I'm fascinated by how things will develop. I'm surprised you managed to revise so much in a single night. Your prior proposal was so eccentric, it lost sight of what it was trying to be. But this is a proper story, it's original boot. Yeah, this is genuinely interesting. Really? Would it be possible to submit this for a comic award? But a zombie heroine isn't really landing for me. She lacks something in terms of both looks and personality. Aggressiveness, maybe? I knew you would have excellent insight. Like in Bravely Legends, a masterful piece requires charming characters. If you're satisfied with just an armball mention, this would work just fine. But you're both trying to do this full time, right? Of course, I'll redraw as many times as I need to make that happen. I'll do whatever it takes too. Everything's been tidying up quite nicely, and the idea itself was pretty fun. Oh, I know. I can also... Miss Kokona? Have you had a flash of inspiration? I think we're a final chapter of Bravely Legends. I'm going to make Mia the ultimate antagonist. What? But isn't Mia Akira's little sister? Yeah, she's been kidnapped by the bad guys countless times. Right, but in reality, Mia died when she was a baby, 10 years ago, during the crisis. And that was when Arkhem's thoughts flowed into her bodies. Even Nebula didn't realize that the true villain had fused with Mia herself. Mia, huh? Now I think about it, she did display some insane strength every now and then. Is that why the current leader of Nebula kept going after her? Mia was the only one involved back when Dark Akira awakened too. No way she's going to tie it all together so perfect, just like that. Kokona really does have an incredible imagination. What a beast. I knew you could do it, Miss Kokona. It was worth supporting you all this time. I know we don't compare Miss Kokona, but I'm still glad her efforts were recognized. The only question is, what she would do to have more charming characters. Miss Kokona is a genius, plain and simple. But we've got our strengths of our own. Even if we're just regular guys, we won't give up. I knew you would pull through, Miss Kokona. In any case, the final chapter and the end of our hiatus are now in sight. Let's capitalize on the film's success and make an announcement. I'm so excited. Time to sprint to the finish line. Together, we'll give it 200%. Not even Akira and the others will be able to keep up with us. I'm struck by inspiration, but this chapter is probably going to take a whole year to write. The art has to be real hardcore the whole time, too. Since this is the finale. Oh, this is going to be a pain. But I love these characters so much. So what should I do? Miss Kokona, as your editor, I promise I'll stick by you until the very end. I hate that he's going to be even more annoying than usual. But I do rely on him for a lot. Guess it is what it is.
This world.
Edith and indeed the entire Republic are going to be in a partying mood the day after tomorrow. But the people behind the scenes must have a huge number of obligations. It's up to us to provide them a place where they can relax in comfort. I couldn't just ask them about the particulars of their jobs, but I can offer them the best drinks in the house when they make it back from their mission safe and sound. Mom looks like she's having so much fun. I know she said Dad probably won't be home for the rocket launch, but at least she won't feel lonely now that she's sending letters. I know, I'll write a letter to Dad too, and to Erle and Rooney. Now that I finished writing a letter to my husband, I think I'll write to my parents back in Elsheim too. Everyone back home seems really interested in the Republic and the upcoming rocket launch after all. I want to let them know how life is here, and how Lola is doing. There's so much to write about. There's not really anybody here, is there? Yeah, I wonder if the students are all on break after exams. Say, do you have any great spots for cutting class in the student council? Cutting class? Well, I do know a good place to relax. Oh, that was actually the first to find it, before Rhino took a looking into it. Whenever we go shopping for a student council, we always get tea and drag Albert along with us. Remember they were deciding on sweets during the Academy Festival? Didn't that Albert guy have a part-time job at the bookstore? Seems like something happened, but it'd probably be rude to ask. Yes? No, it's nothing. Anyway, besides her trip to Anchorville, it looks like Ren's days as an exchange student are over. It'll be long live our, huh? Yes, I think so too. Even that might be an understatement. But it's not like we won't be able to chat when we like. Thanks to long-distance orbital networks. If there was something like the garden, then we'd be able to meet like we're in person. It'll be a long time before something like that hits the public sector. There's no doubt we'll be able to connect in the future in all sorts of ways. It might make the world feel smaller than it actually is, but the reverse is true too. Yes, and that's why it's important I see the world for myself. As a matter of fact, I'm actually planning on going to Liberal with Dad and the others. I heard that Ren's hometown is a very pretty and charming place. Though I'm still quite busy, it might have to wait for another few years. Oh, sounds like fun. I only passed through once for a job, but it really was a beautiful place. Oh, and when you do go, make sure to grab me some delicious sweets. There was never any question about what souvenir I get for you. What if you came with me? Huh? I mean, Furry and Ern would come too, since they haven't been to Liberal either. I was thinking we could make it another business trip for Arkride Solutions or something. Travel abroad is costly, and Liberal's roads aren't exactly fit for cars. Though Ren did tell me vehicles were becoming more commonplace there and their infrastructure was getting better. And I hope you'll consider it. I wonder what Liberal looks like now after all these years. Alright, we've basically done everything we have to do in Tyrell District. Time to move on. Where's next on your nightly schedule? The Grand Circuit. I didn't have a chance to check it out yesterday, so I gotta make up for it. The GR Championship is supposed to be tonight, so expect it to be pretty lively. I see. Sounds good. I think that's one place was by Grand Circuit too. But I have to go to Blacklight District. Wait, you're going long, Lai? Does that mean you'll get to see a rocket launch up close? I'm so jealous. Look, it's not a vacation. Besides, my job booked my room, so it's not like I can just bring you with me. Duh, I don't want to go with you. I won't want to go with you anyway. I'd rather make it a day trip with Marilyn. Oof, right. I just thought I'd let you know that I'm heading out tomorrow, that's all. I mean, I could watch the launch via stream, so it's not like I have to go along, Lai. Marilyn actually invited me to watch it with her at Peter's talent agency. Apparently they've got a room that has super good audio. I don't have a clue how Marilyn found that out, but maybe we'll watch that launch anyway, that way. Why is my little sister always like this? I guess it's fine, but it does make me a little sad. I also just throw myself into my work. Time to do the rounds. Hey, what's wrong, Kageyoshi? Meow. What is he? You seem like you're in a sour mood. Does he hate me now or something? He won't even look at me. Don't tell me you see the true sky too. Meow. What's wrong, Kageyoshi? Going by yourself is so sad. Besides, what's he looking at?
There is out of this world.
Some people actually came by to see the owner a little bit ago. They were siblings working for some government agency. I think they were relatives of the owner. They said they had a mission, but they seemed kind of sad. Do you think they're going somewhere? The McMillan siblings. This ain't exactly a part of my normal route, but I couldn't help but swing by. Yeah, I've been thinking about the attack that just happened here too. It looks like they've already started repairs. The people here are resilient. I don't normally pick up any force refugees here, but we might as well take a look around. Yes, maybe we can lend them a hand on something. Looks like you damn mafia bastards don't have any money. Then you'll have to pay for the damages with manual labor instead. You should have your debt paid off if you work for me for 3 years or so. Hey, that's way too long, no matter how you look at it. We already told you we don't even remember what happened in the first place. You're getting way too carried away, old. You mean you've got the mirror, then? The Kingpin's stepping up too, you know. I hope your little crime family doesn't get shut down. Just because the Kingpin or whatever shut us down in the past doesn't mean... Urk, please don't take advantage of us when we've got no leg to stand on. Doesn't seem like they were manipulated after all, but things still have to be done in a logical manner. And they're strong young men. Working hard won't hurt them, haha.
Oh, got a great lineup and great
Dark
prices.
Silver Dog Tag. Grenades, classic rifles. Even if I buy these, I wouldn't be able to get much for them. I was hoping they'd at least be enough to make up for our losses. Please, can you make it work? People are putting a lot of pressure on us to pay for the damages. We don't want to cause the Jaegers here any more problems. Should I take your organ, son? What? Oh, I'm only joking. Don't worry. As long as you're still kicking, you'll manage somehow. If you ever find yourself in poverty, you can always find a job in the Blacklight District. I shiver just went up my spine. I don't want to make this guy my enemy again. The Ouroboros caused me to go through all my stock, even though I've been increasing the price. But don't worry, I've got plenty more stock in warehouses all over Republic. I can get goods from Crossville too, so maybe I'll do that when I have a chance.
Here we are. With the
Mommy, you finally came home. I'm sorry, making the rounds took a long time. I'll take care of the store, so you go rest. No, I'm gonna help too. As long as I'm with you, that's enough for me. Is that so? Oh, you.
Traffic jam has been reported on the
Listen to me, the broken glass is dangerous. Pay close attention to where I tell you when I tell you how to clean it up, okay?
Trying to enter Longlai ahead of time. Be wary of
Okay.
before and after the spaceflight launch date.
Well, I'm so relieved that Gabriella made it home safe. She had asked me to look after Yoda and tidy up her shop, but was really worried. Even Yoda couldn't settle down and go to bed. Oh, it's you two. Come all this way to check up on us, have you? Can you blame me? This place is more worse for reward than ever. How are things going? I'm amazed to see everyone's pitching in to the reconstruction effort. I don't think it's anything to be amazed about. Lots of back alley types have been living here most of their lives. Ultimately, what they do with their home is up to them. In that sense, the Bracers got no role to play here. Well, it's not like the people around here are the upstanding types. Yes, I have mixed feelings about that myself. Ah. Everything alright, Jen? You look like something's bothering you. Now, I was just thinking about how hectic things have been lately. It's getting late. You should both finish up your business here soon. Of course, we'll do that. Oh, if there's anything we can do to help, please let us know. We're problem solvers, after all. Yeah, I'm aware. I mean, you're free to take again all the requests that are filling up the bulletin board. I'm still lucky on fine young ladies like you getting dragged down to the muck of underbelly affairs. You hear that, you bum? Yes, I have a working pair of ears, and believe me, I understand my responsibility as an employer. Fine then. Well, since you have a working pair of eyes too, you might have noticed some people around here need help. If you've got a time and inclination, lend them a hand. Will do. Guess it can't hurt to make the rounds to check on the reconstruction progress. Good, looks like almost all the wounds have been seen to. Yes, just as you instructed. The cause is still unknown, but it's probably safe to say there are no signs of it coming back. That'd all be all well and good, only we haven't got any good leads. Never mind, you just keep looking after them and leave the bill to me. What? I can't accept money from the Kingpin? Why don't I call us square if you join me for a drink later? Good grief, fine. When things are all down, maybe I'll open up a 4-year-old Lev Rice. I hadn't expected to take care of so many people. Honestly, when I first came to the Blacklight District, I can't say I had any strong feelings about the place, or its people for that matter. After all, to build no ties, to keep no debts. That's how vagrants survive in this world. But I guess things are a bit different now, though Isabel offering to give me a cut of the profit certainly doesn't hurt either. Speaking of which, purchase some of my herbs and I may be willing to offer some first aid at Arkride Solutions as well. No need to worry about things here. The Kingpin trusted me enough to ask that I help with the injured, and I'll make sure I deliver. Isabel even gave me a few quick tips on administering some more specialized first aid. Let me know if you're interested, alright? Sheesh, what an unbelievable group. At least the whole thing ended without any fatalities in the Blacklight District. You guys did good too. Thank you. Although the problems could be only just starting. Mysterious masked people and an executor, huh? A lot of this baffles me, that enforcer included. The guild's going to have to get serious. Clearly this has become something we can't ignore. Hazel's calling into guild HQ right now, so they'll be probably mobilize some bracers A rank and above. I see. I heard rumors they might be coming here. Well, we'll get going after we scope things out. I'm worried about the sheer number of depressed people. Yes, I'd love to be of some help if it's possible. Oh, we'd love to have it too. So many of them hate the guilds, it's hard to get rid of them. You're leaving tomorrow, right? If you find yourself dropping by the guild over there, say hi to the receptionist for me. He and I used to train together back in the day, but who knows, I could end up stationed over there too. Regina and I are scheduled to head out tonight. I hate to do it, but we don't have a choice, and the fact that's all now of all times. Yeah, good luck, you guys. This may be an even bigger case than last year's. I'm sure Elaine's hurrying over as we speak, but we still need to make as much progress as we can with this investigation. Yes, good luck to you too. We've got a contract to fulfill with our temp, so we better get a lead tomorrow. Lead somehow. We've been to the city of Angerville many times. I'm still worried about her. We just sent her home yesterday. Well, there's no point praying about it now. We gotta do our best. The Besiegers, huh? It's better if those masked guys were pretending to be a religious organization. They kept insinuating things while saying nothing at all. Yes. In any case, add that to the info we already have. There's a high possibility that this doesn't only involve the Republic. A lot of things still aren't clear, but every country's skilled branches are going to have to work together. I'm grateful for the lead the young lady gave us. I may not be able to work with you formally due to my position, but I hope you'll still give her my regards. Yes, we will. Tomorrow's going to be critical. I look forward to seeing what will happen on your end. Jen and Elaine have been going all over the place, trying to coordinate everything. So we should have a plan of action before the end of the night. Time for the guild to get serious. If there's anything you still have to do in the capital, then make sure to take care of it while you still can. Seriously, what's the CID thinking? I'm starting to think they're neglecting us. And those Hayway guys have got me curious too. Every one of them just visited the arena, but apparently it's for personal business. Ultimately, it's all up to HQ, but I think I'll go ahead and keep an eye on things. We're close, as you can see. If you've got a problem with it, then take it up with those assholes who tore the place up. I'll let them live because the Kingpin told me to, but next time I'll fill them with holes and pack them in the dirt. Be careful with my shop. You so much to sneeze. Hey there, care have some fun before you go? That's what I'd say, right? The Sam Mafia jerk said they couldn't remember anything and went to the back alley doctor. Whatever happened to selling the score, huh? I'm gonna beat the hell out of those fucking shits. Gah! She's really upset. Looks like she's got her old man's foul mouth too. Where am I? Don't tell me. Is this that mysterious underground place I learned until last year by accident? Oh, do you bring us relief supplies? God, did Kingpin arrange this? Just what I'd expect. Anyway, thanks. That's not it. Somebody please help me. Sounds like they're having delivery problems. At least the people are grateful. I don't think this package is addressed to all of you. It's addressed to the tobacco kiosk in Old Town. Wait, seriously? Maybe we should let him know. Hey, you, come here a sec. What? Don't hurt me. Could it be that... Well, maybe a coincidence, but it seems like they've settled it peacefully. For some reason I remember something. Something from a long time ago. I was left alone when I was little, probably because my parents died in the war. I've forgotten about these things for so long, even the flames and sounds of gunshots. And maybe I really was happier when I was dumb. Now they want me to figure out what's going on in the capital's outskirts. Damn it, why am I always getting these kinds of... Wait, no, this number, don't tell me. Yo, long time no see. Got any plans for the weekend? Lecter? Didn't I tell you how to call this number? Oops, I totally forgot. Did your pal to the CID wiretap your device? He's doing this on purpose, just to make sure I do my job as a mole. I'll be waiting for that report, my tormented friend. I'm looking forward to all your hard work, and that goes for the group listening in too. You guys are... Hey, he hung up. What you heard just now is confidential, so don't go telling anyone about it, you hear? Yeah, that guy in the line just now was probably with the Empire. You're right, but was he referring to us in the end? Who can say? Could be he was just trying to get under the guy's skin. I doubt it's something we need to worry about. They took me off the CID's main team, so why does this sort of thing keep happening to me? I can't freak out. I just need to survive until launch day, and then peaceful days will come. Seems he's been having it rough, with people on all sides pushing him around. He said group. Did he assume the rest of the party would be here too? Oh, a real martial artist, right where I need him. Nicole! Excuse me, do you know what happened here? Perhaps something about an attack in this mysterious underground place of questionable people? Get lost, woman. Someone like you shouldn't be just sticking your nose into a place like this. A practitioner who surpasses even Yin. I missed my chance to see him this time, but surely someday I... What's that? Now you've got my curiosity positively piqued. Tell me more about what you just said. Sounds like he's caught wind of a certain martial artist and followed it down here. And that reporter from Liberal News looks like she's made herself his problem. It's a bit surprising, but it'll probably be okay if we leave him be for now. Now we have time to get into an argument or cause trouble anyway. The reporter's gonna be on his ass for a while, but she'll leave when she's good and satisfied. A martial artist who surpasses even Yin. If that's the case... Ha 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 ha. I went snooping around Edith and found this mysterious underground district. This is the perfect inspiration for my next story. Now tell me everything, just what the heck's going on in this country? Sounds like some people had to fire their comrades. They probably hurt more emotionally than physically. They're short in hand, so we've been helping nurse the injured. There's so many. They're all tired and slow to recover. God damn it. What did I tell you about not overdoing, you big stupid meat for brains? Isn't that Joe bragging? He looks like he got the shit beat out of him. If I remember right, during that battle, he protected me and he only got broken ribs to show for it. But he just won't lay down and rest. He even got in another fight, trying to defend off people who were stirring stuff up afterwards. A couple of scratches ain't gonna keep me down. Listen up, psycho lady. Quit making such a stink over this and get out of here. Go on, scram. I'm not doing any scramming, not before you let me treat your wounds. I wonder if it's really okay to leave him like this. With how he's acting right now, I don't think he even took painkillers. Probably enduring the pain out of pride, typical for a boxer. Van, we haven't have anything on hand that could help Joe? Just Fumazarum powder. I don't mean for his injuries, for record. I just want something that can lift his spirits. Something that can lift his spirits? I know just a thing. How about I go grab you some booze? It'll ease the pain and it'll put a pep back in your step. Hell yeah, I'll take some of the hard stuff. Wait, you like to drink, Joe? No wonder my torture devices didn't cheer you up. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't I mix painkillers and sleep medication into your drink? Ow, my poor ribs. Now I'm starting to worry about leaving you two in the same room for too long. Lindsay, please try not to commit any crimes. Speaking of alcohol, I hear some strong Eastern drinks have medical applications. Why don't we try getting one of those? As long as it tastes good, won't complain what you bring back. The Blacklight District ain't exactly fit for shopping in its current state. Let's try looking around one of the other districts. That sounds good. We can focus on shops that carry Eastern beverages. Good luck finding something.
Time to get to work. Pardon me.
Strong Eastern alcohol? Ha, of course I got some of that here. If anything, we got so much I don't know what to do with all of it. So you want some info in exchange, yeah? In that case... Any option works. Talk about what happened in the park. Well, we have people on the scene, so I don't need any information about that. But PR has to be good to verify the accuracy of what we know. Alright, I'm in. Good, I'm glad that worked out. Not bad, Anyas. The group told Mal as much as they could and got her to return a favor. Now it's my turn. This is what I can give you in exchange. Please take it. Dragon Slayer. That's the tricky name for some alcohol. It's made in the Far East, right? Something about how the water quality is so different over there. It can't be replicated anywhere else. Yeah, that's exactly right. Only real connoisseurs have a taste for it, on account of the clear and incredibly strong flavor. Folks who can't hold their booze pass out just from getting a whiff of this stuff, so be careful. Wow, it's even more potent than I imagined. Certainly fits the bill of what we're looking for. Let's get over to them quick. Oh, could that be? Yes, we got something we think you'll like. It's called Dragon Slayer. Oh, that's a kick-ass name. Okay, bombs up. Joe Rang chugged down a glass of Dragon Slayer in one gulp. Wow, that was insane. Oof, it's like I took a big old punch to the gut. Oh no, that sounds awful. It must not be good for your health then. Now I'm ready as rain. My body's feeling warm from head to toe. This stuff's fantastic. Guess he likes it then. Oh, I can barely feel pain now. Thanks a bunch. You're very welcome. The color's got back to your face too. I'm so relieved. Now then, you promise to take your medicine to not skip on any meals? Yeah, promise. Listen, I owe you an apology. I acted like a real jerk, got to see you up till now. Honestly, I was just wanting you to think I was cool. Huh? Oh, could this be a star of something? You told me before you only have eyes for strong men or something like that. That's why I didn't want you to see just how weak I can be sometimes. Joe, what in the hell are you talking about, you bald buffoon? You really think I'm that shallow? Lindsay slapped Joe right with every bit of strength she had. Ow! What the? My heart is pounding. Hey Joe, has anyone ever told you you have such a soothing voice? Reel back, Lindsay. The man still got broken ribs and now a singing cheek, so go easy on him, okay? I don't fully understand what's going on, but at least everyone seems happy. You, Matt, plus times 2. Joe, I can't believe how nice it sounds when you cry out like that. Will you like a little more? What? Of course not. Don't think of it. Back when you protected me, your face was twisted in the same look of anguish. I love it. Don't look at me so expectantly. You'll be in serious trouble if you stab him now, so don't go overboard, alright? After downing this booze, I feel stupid for having gone on and on about nothing. Well, it's not like I don't have any regrets. Well, did something else happen? Yeah, lots of people who stir up shit were guys I knew from the arena. Being manipulated like that must be a nightmare. I really wanted to bring them back with my own 2 hands. I did everything I could, but in the end, it took all I had just to protect the woman and children. No wonder you're so frantic. That was just my own stubbornness. I'm sure most everyone was caught in the end, but there's a few I couldn't find. The Kingpin should still be looking for him, so there's probably nothing to worry about. That does bother me a little. Yes, we should stay on guard just in case. Thanks to this booze, I don't want to idle around anymore. I feel like I said something I shouldn't have to a woman on impulse. I wasn't lying, but it's not like there was some hidden meaning, okay?
Pay for this.
We're all working together to clean up the rubble. We can always rebuild the shop, so some things can be brought back. I don't think they've caught the mastermind yet, but when they do, I'll make sure I pay for what they've done. We're gonna make those bastards regret harming Mistress's precious skin. Somehow, someday, I'll be sure to make them pay. Hey, are you that guy from the Cinder Marsh? I recognize you. You're Dune from the Patisserie. What brings you here? Oh, right. Didn't you have acquaintances in the Blacklight District? Yep, which is why I was itching to give my friends a hand after I heard what happened. This place has seen better days, that's for damn sure. Everyone's deadbeat tired after all the cleaning they've been doing. I want to do wherever I can to help out, but it's been rough going around here. Say, might I ask for a favor? There's something I need. Specifically, an environment I can cook in. Is that so? That's all? No ingredients or anything? No, I can grab those myself from my contacts. Being part of a confectionery industry has its perks. Divine Conquer's the name of the game, so that's how I'll play it. Once you find a good spot, let me know and I'll sub shop. Sounds good. Happy to take on that kind of request for you. In that case, why don't we start looking around? Let's find a place where we can cook, and while we're at it, we can gather cooking utensils and plates.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, environment to cook in, you say? I see, I'm not a cook, so I don't really have any cooking utensils. But a number of antique plates survive the fire. Does that mean we can use them? Well, the cracks and everything have dropped their resale value, so how about 50% discount? Wait, you're charging me for them? I was just trying to keep things convenient. I can buy as many as I want if I go somewhere else. That's true, but my shop does seem to be in bad shape. Why don't we talk to the Kingpin and ask her to pay for them? What? Ugh. She'll call me an old miser and chew me out if you do that. Fine, I surrender. Just take whatever you like. But at least give me a hand in separating out the broken ones. I haven't had a chance. Sure, I guess I don't mind helping with that. Me neither. We'll use the unbroken ones, send wash and return them. Okay, the two of them divvied up the work of sorting through the plates and brought a decent number of unbroken ones. Okay.
Pardon me.
What's somewhere to cook? Can't teach hell just by looking. This place is a trash heap. Those assholes destroyed all the booze and put all the plates. Well, I guess this stove's still usable, and there's some pots and knives. Works for us. Mind if we borrow for a bit? We're terribly sorry to borrow you at a time like this, but we could really use it. Please. Well, Kingpin did accept you guys. Do what you want. At least it'll give me a break from cleaning up. Thank you so much. That was easier than I thought. We got the kitchen utensils and tableware, and we secured a cooking spot. We good to go? Yes, let's help do the good news right away. Yo, brother, wait here. Things are getting downright hairy. Giordano, never thought I'd see you down in the Blacklight District. Are you helping today by any chance? You better believe it. I heard it was urgent, so I came running, baby. I took a chance to bring some provisions, too. Drinking water, towels, blankets, wrenches, hacksaws. Oh, I even brought some of the sweet energy drinks I got for helping at the event. It's a whole case, so I think I'll hand them out to whoever needs them. Oh, from that collaboration event with the movie. Actually, that sounds perfect. Same goes for the rest of it. That's Giordano for ya. And I always got this kind of stuff on hand. You can never be too prepared, my man. You know, I know a lot of people down here. I'll drop off some provisions as I go. No need to worry about these guys. They're tough, and they'll be back on their feet in no time. Hey, how's it goes with preparations? We're all set. It looks like you brought the ingredients. Yeah, I went and grabbed some back at the marsh. With all these foodstuffs at my disposal, I can launch my secret weapon, the soup kitchen. We'd be happy to assist you with that if you like. Man NIS helped doing the cooking and then spread the word around the district about his soup kitchen. By the time the food was ready, a large gathering of people came to check out. Appreciate all the help, really. My pals are all smiles thanks to you. I got to return a favor to them, too, at least a little. Now, this was all you. If not for your cooking skills, none of this would have been possible. I had a chance to sample the soup myself. It was wonderful. You think? That's real nice of you to say. Making delicious pastries is more my speed, but I've been cooking for myself for as long as I can remember. I know my way around a skillet, and I can serve up nutritious meals like the best of them. That's why I wanted to cook for the people here. Anyhow, you were a big help. Here, take this. Chameleon spice. Well, that's very generous of you. Thank you so much. I'm glad we could help. If anything comes up, you know where to find me. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, thank goodness. I have something to eat.
Nothing like a cold drink after work. After all that uproar, we've been making the rounds, Kingpin's orders. We only just beat some weird monsters that show up. Come think of it, I did hear something that sounded like a machine. But we didn't see any such thing. Something that sounded like a machine? Now that's curious. It's one of the groups that make the rounds around here. Gabrielle is helping too. She used to be a member of the Northern Jaegers, so she knows she's good. Even though has the respect of high-ranking Jaegers, there's no doubt she can hold her own in active duty. There's nothing I can do about my shop, so I guess I can help you out. A soup kitchen, huh? Guess back when I was a kid, the Kingpin did something like that. Back then, they often people who had fallen on hard times, even abandoned orphans. Young people these days probably don't know it, but the Kingpin's home cooking is sublime. I can say for sure, since she taught me what I know. Who knows, maybe this is my chance to show off my skill. Thanks for bringing up the memories. It's helped me relax a bit. You know, I found some bottles of booze that survived the attack. Can't say my sharing. But if you get drunk and cause trouble, bash your heads in. You can't rebel on an empty stomach. Good thing I was able to serve everyone some food. Now, there's still some leftovers, so maybe I'll take the rest of the injured. Ooh, it's so warm. Maybe I can finally relax. Hey there, cares for some nice warm food from the soup kitchen? You know, the Kingpin stopped by earlier and said she was going to settle the score of the Mafia once and for all. Sounds good to me. Meanwhile, I'll be helping with the soup kitchen. That was so good. I feel restored. I've been cleaning for so long. Now I'm starving.
Pay for this.
Clean towels and drinking water. Now I can finally clean myself off. I'm going to borrow this tool to deal with some rubble. Take whatever you need, and have a nice cold energy drink too. As for me, I'm going to help out with some of my local pals and palettes.
Yeah.
Hey there, mistress. Looks like things are rough over here. Are you tending to the injured? There's so many of them. Yes, I'm looking after the ones that return to their senses as well. Honestly, it's less their physical wounds that I'm worried about than their mental ones. Oh no, they all look so depressed. That's right, their bodies aren't going to be healing either. If only there was some way to boost their morale somehow. I wish I could think of something here. Incidentally, we don't allow those on the men to clock in. Wouldn't want them to end up reopening their wounds now, would we? Well, maybe we can perk them up with something wholesome. Take the Aramis Academy Festival, for example. Maybe we can put on something similar. We could heal our hearts with a bit of color and cheer. Oh, I never considered something like that. That might work. If there's anything we can do to help, just say a word. In that case, let's head over to Center Marsh. Might find something there that'll fit the bill. Sounds like a plan, shall we then? Sorry in post, but I'll be counting you.
Just renovating, so come take a look.
Pardon me.
Something to heal the heart, huh? Well, the only choice for any red-blooded man is some good old erotica, or I mean, a good dose of sex appeal. Any chance we can get a more wholesome recommendation? Say no more. If it's sex appeal of a wholesome sin you want, then look no further than this, or find a spending suit. I call it the Lapine attire. I think we have different definitions of the word wholesome, but this might just do the trick. Against all odds, yeah. This alone is kind of weak, but that said, I think we should go around once more.
Pardon me.
Something to heal the heart, you say? Well, we have just a ticket. I recommend this record here. It's a bit on the fast side, but a goodie nonetheless. Once it hits your ears, you're sure to be perked up in no time at all. Yeah, I like to see that in action. Pretty sure they've got a decent record player over at Eden. Apparently, Mistress is something of a music buff. In that case, letting the Blacklight District have a listen should be no trouble at all. We're a try. We'll take it. We combine out with what we found out earlier. Yes, we'll mesh together exactly. Let's go back and give it a try. Oh, did you find something that'll heal their hearts, as you put it? We did, yes. We like to see. Okay. Van Nine showed Mistress and Yoris the items they acquired and explained their purpose. The adult entertainers are enthusiastic about the idea. Thank you both so much. That went exactly as planned. We enjoyed ourselves quite a bit too. And an up-tempo bunny show, Perhaps I'll make this mainstay show and Eden go link forward. Oh, I'm so down for that. Like seriously, these tights are put the S in sexy. I'll admit, you all rock that style pretty well. Agree, you all look very attractive. After that, Van received a reward from Mistress. EP charge 4. I wonder what she's calling about. Hey Jin, did something happen? You look like something was bothering you earlier. Does something have anything to do with that? No, that was a separate thing. It was possible they're related. You know Gabriella from the standing bar, seems she went and pulled a disappearing act. Gabriella's missing? What's more, Lilio's worried because wherever she ran up to, she took some weapons with her. Weapons? That can only mean she's headed into the danger. Didn't think about this before, but there could still be remnants of the group that went on a rampage here. That could still be. There are. There's only a few, but Drayton and his crew are making the rounds just in case. Possible she got wind of some plot they're hatching, but if that's the case, I don't know why she's acting on her own. Gotcha, we'll keep an eye out for her. Appreciate it. Knowing Gabriella, I'm sure she'll be okay. But where and why in the world does she go by herself? If Eisen Shield's canvassing a place, they would have turned her up if she was somewhere conspicuous. Which would only leave it inconspicuous places, like... Bingo, the underground culvert. Definitely possible that's where she's at. Wanna go confirm? Yes, let's. Okay.
Probably have the Kingpin to thank for this.
Man, what are you wearing? Seeing you look like such a respectable woman has me feeling even less shy. Hey, you came too, Tracy. You're too kind. How was everything in the establishment? I came to report it's mostly cleaned up. We prepared a sleeping area in the big old playroom too, so the girls can rest in shifts. Makes them finally calm down, huh? You should rest too. What are you saying? I'm always up all night. Tonight I'll fully support you, and quietly too. Hey, you sure are reliable. Our establishment burned down, though it was only scratched. Mistress got hurt. I will never forget those guys for doing this, but all I can do now is let go. I'll do where I can to support her, for the sake of protecting our Eden too. This has proven more popular than I expected. I'm glad I asked you all for help. You'll let me thank you again, won't you, for saving me during that attack too. Don't worry about it, Mistress. I'm sure you would have done the same. Yes, please don't push yourselves too hard, everyone. Thank you. Make sure you all get home safe too, okay? Here comes the bunny girl. Damn, she's got a bang bod. Isn't she that lady from before? Thanks for nursing me. Oh no, my body's so hot. Wowee. God, even I feel better now.
The whole thing burned to the ground.
Oof, this place gives me the creeps tonight. Yeah, couple of the sound water, and this place gives us a real test of courage vibe. This scent looks like our guest was right in the mirror. And sense those monsters in the depths too. By those monsters, you don't mean... No, I don't think those ones are all tough. They're unlovable we saw before. There was only 2 of us, so don't let your guard down. That goes without saying. Honestly, I'm more worried about Gabriella than us, with her being alone down there. I getcha, then let's go find her. Make sure you call in the paper just to have a little insurance. Should be no more of these punks. At this rate, the trail's gonna go cold. Gabriella! Whoa, looks like you caught quite the haul. Oh, what are you doing here? Oh, the Kingpin sent you to check up on me, didn't she? As you said, I've gathered the last of those who raided us. I figured there'd be a few Shargos who try to regroup somewhere. Also, I spotted a member of an Elite Jaeger Corps who didn't take part in the raid, and I... Wait, back up, what's this about Elite Jaegers? They're a whole other breed of dangerous compared to these small fry hoodlums. It was only a single member, I only caught a brief glimpse of him. If any snake in the grass threat like that dares to poke his head out, I'll be right there to stomp on it, for Yoda's sake. Huh, that's so very like you, Gabriella. Guessing that make said snake in the grass sliver away then. Yeah, he took off with his tail between his legs. I was hoping to pry some info out of him, but... Above us! Shit! Gabriella!
Rather tenacious for a puppet. In that case... Don't disappoint me now.
Huh, the old lady picked a good time to send that back up. Appreciate the save, Iron Shield, and same to you. Save your thanks. I only came because I caught one of this little rat's nest. I didn't get my fill last night, so I was hoping you could save my appetite. It's got an evil aura. Men, remain vigilant. The threat is still present. They're all infected. Looks like we can't just can't let up just yet. Raw. AD. Whom the strength is multiplied. Alright, some of the leftovers from last night's ritual. Let's do this. We'll handle foes that are closing in from behind. In that case, leave the enemies in front to us. Now let's have some fun, puppets. Galong joins an active guest. Galong will move and fight automatically.
Watch it. That one's big.
Oh, wow.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Here goes.
Wow. See, is that all of them?
Such an uncanny...
Certain arts will work better.
I'll see Ride.
Activating skill.
Chew on this! You're crushed!
Just try me.
My chance!
Vandalize raid on everyone.
Boost to get the upper hand. Show them what you've got.
Brace yourself.
Vandalize! Raid!
Just try
Boost
me.
gauge limiter. Unlock.
Now just a big robot.
Now it's my move.
Such an uncanny contraption. I'll see Ride.
Initiating drive.
Too slow! Hong-tong! Boom-tong!
Yeah!
You got this!
Allow me.
Here goes!
Man, that thing's still going.
Such an uncanny contraption. I'll see Ride.
Keep it up. It's working.
Show them what you've got.
Gale Slash!
Just try me. Here goes.
Okay, now I can use the last turn of my awakening on that.
Show them what you've got.
I ain't showing any mercy.
You're getting the full course!
Azure Sunray!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
That solves that. In the end, they were nothing more than mere fakes. Even the Jaegers have really lost consciousness this time, yeah. Now we have no one who can help track them. There's no need to fret. The warriors of Kruga have joined the hunt and are pursuing them as well. Looks like you've wrapped things up on your end too. Pinning out the herd proved difficult considering your numbers. That machine was an archaism that sold on the black market. It was likely a trap left behind by the aforementioned elite Jaeger. Yeah, I don't know if it was their handiwork for sure, but this isn't the kind of thing your average thug would set. This whole thing's become a real hassle. Now even the dragon is getting involved. Let's take solace in having caught the fiend by its tail. If we've done it once, we can do it again. If I'm remembering right, weren't the warriors of Kruga investigating the activities of another Jaeger corpse? Does that mean Eisenschildt and them are working together? Yeah, probably. And based on what Gabrielle was saying, it's one of the lead corps after. She mentioned a dragon too. Didn't seem like she was referring to Ix there, so there's only one thing I can think of that fits the bill. But we can take this one step at a time. Hey you guys, nice job rounding up the remnants of that group from earlier. That accounts for nearly everyone who attacked the Blacklight District, as well as the missing people who turned up in Edith's outskirts. Also happens to the people who scurried off with those masked guys. Still, these were the last of the ones that were at large. Once again, I owe you my thanks. Jin, so that's what's up. The assailants and their masters in the Memorial Park. You were able to pinpoint the missing people from those groups. Anyway, must have played a hand in that, because many among them were of Eastern descent. It seems the high-ranking Jaeger that was spotted got away, but I'm told he's left the capital by now. I was only following the terms of our agreement. You don't owe me any thanks, Kingpin. Now and I'll be off. Kids these days, so impatient. Well, do as you will. So this was one of your part-time jobs, was it? I was curious to see how well you'd managed just the two of you. I'll admit, you fared better than I expected. I guess we can take it as a compliment. Maybe that was his idea of a parting gift. Alright, you lot, no more dawdling. Get your asses in gear. We still have to tend the wounded. Gabrielle, you go back to Europe. Probably will be past his bedtime when you return. You better skedaddle too, Spriggan, before I report your ass for dragging a miner all over the place so late at night. What the hell, woman? You were the one who gave me this job in the first place. Less arguing, more following Jin's instructions. Plus, the final missing persons were successfully rescued. After making sure the surrounding area was safe, Van Onions returned to Blacklight District. You went to a lot of trouble to help us this time. I'll give you a little extra something extra as thanks. The Blacklight District will bounce back from everything that happened, so you have nothing to worry about. Hope that's one less weight off your mind as you head to Anchorville. You better come back safe, you hear? Oh, so you know about our upcoming business trip, huh? Yeah, that was our intention from the get-go. We'll be relying on you to look after the people here in Old Town in their absence.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
Law and Gray.
Good grief, this is one elaborate 4SPG. You're keeping up just fine. That's my assistant for you.
I'm just glad I could help.
I didn't mean to make you worry too, Paprika. Thanks so much for watching Yo in my shop. Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm the one who owes you so much. More importantly, Gabrielle, you shouldn't make Yo worry so much, okay? Alright, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. I'm so sorry I made you worry. Everything's okay now. All the scary people have been taken care of, so why don't you go to bed? Okay, hey mommy, can we go to bed together? Of course, why don't we go now? I got a bit of history of those high-ranking Jaegers. The fact that they even use that strange archaism at all makes me think they were being manipulated. The capital's probably safe, but you guys should be careful. I've had to send half my unit home due to the circumstances, but the rest of us will remain in the Republic. If even higher-ranking Jaegers are caught up in this, then we need to remain vigilant. Remaining on standby, we can respond immediately in the event that anything like this happens again. Good work, you two. We finally located all the people who went missing from the capital's outskirts. Looks like we got some leads too. You mean the elite Jaegers you mentioned earlier, right? I'm really impressed. And we even got some fresh blood samples this time. I can't say for sure until we analyze them, but I bet we'll learn something. Is that right? Damn, you're reliable. Could be we get Burmaya help too in that case. The man does seem to be a capable information broker. I'll handle the analysis, Isabel. Of course, it may take a while, but we'll see what I can discover. Melissa's definitely given us a clear idea of what's happening. We may even be prepared for the big event. It's hard to know just what kind of uproar we'll get on the day of the launch. We can't let our guard down. Even if the mastermind's gone, I'll keep an eye on things here. I finished treating that group of patients from before. They were exhausted due to long-term manipulation, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with them. You really have to hand it to our kingpin for selling things about the guild's help. I'll have my hands full of treating people for a while, but when things calm down, I'll have to look into this. I may even end up learning something about that transformation. Hermione might know more. Maybe I'll try to get in touch with him. I hope they drink the night away after all, and with that woman too. Now you mention it, you were sharing a drink with Hermes before. It's not like I knew who she really was. If I have the chance to join her again, then I'm sure she'll have lots of interesting tales to tell. I look forward to it. My duty's done. There's nothing to collude with you any further. Of course, if you could show me martial prowess beyond imagining, that'd be a different story. Or are you gonna start a fight? And while you're answering that, maybe you could let slip why you went out earlier. How long does this reporter intend to follow me around? Ah, she really does have a lot of energy. I think she's just plain fearless. Surprise Deputy Secretary Kincaid from the Department of Justice reached out to me about the aftermath of the Valentino and Jeffrey ordeal. He's Renee's old man, and I haven't seen him since my Eurasian days. Should I go ahead and get this over with? Ben explained the situation to Agnes and they parted ways for the time being. Van then made his way to the Maserati Hotel in the Satan District in order to meet up with a certain individual.
I see. I believe I understand the situation. You've certainly obtained substantial evidence regarding yesterday's events and the behavior of his son.
It was nothing, just some stuff I picked up on the job. Sorry I couldn't tell you more about the Deputy Secretary Valentino's hush money. Don't worry, we already got everything we need on that front. Negotiations with the press have already concluded. The hush money issue will be reported alongside the announcement of a change in staff. That way we'll be able to minimize damage to the Ministry and Administration. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You've already done the legwork. I've only done what is necessary. After all, the current administration remains focused on the space program. Given that, the optimal course of action when it comes to misconduct among high-ranking officials is to quickly and efficiently handle all problems. Which is why I reached out to you, someone capable of making rational calls beneath the notice of the public. You sure know how to dot your I's. Well, CID has their hands full, which leaves me and only traditional departments to deal with any problems. It used to be a CID would intervene, but not anymore, at least not right now. By showing what the Department of Justice is capable of, I can begin to take back bureaucratic autonomy for the future. I see, so you got your mind in the future, so your department can put some points on the board. Nothing like that, I assure you. This is simply the role an administrative organization is meant to play in government. Anyway, I appreciate you exchanging information with me on short notice. You have my thanks. It's fine, like you, I'm only doing what's necessary. But on that note, I'll be excusing myself. Nothing good can come of the Deputy Secretary being seen with a shady guy like me. Oh, Mr. Arkride, no, Van, can you wait a moment? I hate to ask you this after all you've done for me, but are you free after this? Would you care to join me for a drink? Man, I never thought I'd be going out to drinks with the Deputy Secretary. Kinda unexpected. Maybe so, to be honest, I don't invite others out for drinks often. But I figured why not? After all, I haven't had a chance to talk to you for 17 years. Let's drop the formalities and have a chat. We really haven't talked since I was still a brat. Guess we both had a lot on our plates. I'd be happy to share a drink with you. I'm surprised you know this place. Oh, is it really so shocking? My job has kept me away recently, but I used to be a regular, you know? The soba and grilled skewers are both great, but the real star of the show is the offal stew. Something only true connoisseurs would know. Damn, you've been here more than me, so tell me, what's in your mind? Nothing particularly important, I just wanted to take this chance to chat. I had meant to see you back when I heard you reunited with my son and Elaine at the academy. I never had a chance, I didn't even end up seeing Elaine and her family until much later. Oh, that right, I guess it makes sense, seeing as I dropped out. Mostly I'm trying to make up for missed opportunities, but I do believe there's meaning in seeing you again via work. In any case, what say we toast? Van Deputy Secretary Kincaid discussed all manner of things for the first time in 17 years. And despite the difference in their positions, they both shared the paths their lives had taken in that time. You know, you're surprisingly diligent for wanting to catch up on things with me after all this time. I wouldn't be able to do my job if I wasn't. though I was not aware you had gone through all that after dropping out of school. I tried having my contacts search for you back then, but nothing turned up. Wait, you looked for me? Yes, Elaine had Renee ask me to. He may not have shown it, but even Renee was concerned after you up and vanished. I had no idea. I do feel bad about what I put them through. But still, I'm surprised Renee would go to you for help, even if it was Elaine's request. That makes two of us. In retrospect, I think that might have been the only time you ever asked me for help. Speaking of Renee, I kind of figured you wanted to talk about him when you invited me out for drinks. It's not that I don't think about my son, the current administration's trajectory these days. But my son is who he is. It's no longer my place to interfere with his life. However, if you wish to discuss something with me regarding Renee, I'd be more happy to listen. Nothing in particular, I guess. I'm curious about a lot of things. He's always made big insinuations. Regardless, I plan on at least keeping an eye on him, in my own way. And as long as it works for you. At the end of the day, I just don't think he's really changed. Hell, he still gets annoyed when I call him by his first name. Oh yes, he's always had his hang-ups about its gender non-specificity. Not that I think he actually hates his own name. If anything, I believe he was rather fond of it before we moved to Arastian in his youth. Now that's a surprise. His mother was the one who came up with the name Renee. She passed away before we moved, you see. She had in her head that we should name our child Renee regardless of whether the baby was a boy or girl. I think what he hated was how his name was made fun of by others. Damn, I'm starting to feel guilty about all that teasing I did. Don't let it bar you. Ultimately, it's a matter of how Renee himself interprets your words. Yeah, well, I don't think it bars him that much these days. Hell, even Elaine calls him Renee all the time. I think you're right. A girlfriend he brought home once called him by his name, and he seemed fine with it. Actually, speaking of girlfriends, did you hear he broke up with his last one back in spring? I believe she was his third, as far as I am aware. His third? That means he must have had one I didn't know about. I imagine so. His second girlfriend was originally a colleague of his back at the Department of Internal Affairs. If I recall correctly, they started dating about half a year after he was employed. But after his transfer to CID, they broke up. Back when I was away then, I had no idea. No, he's pretty quick with letting people in and out of his life. He treated his breakups like they were no big deal, always real pragmatic about it. He's never been the type to fixate on people, I suppose. Still, he's always treated his partner sincerely as far as I can tell. I'm sure he has his own thoughts on the matter, but as he's never shared them, there's not much I can say. Sure is like him though, isn't it? Just letting things go. Or I believe he really went to his old man for help even if Elaine did ask him to. Did it have something to do with our relationship? No, that can't be. He's never been the type to let himself get yanked around by somebody like that. Regardless, Renee is still young. I'm sure there will come a time when he will need help from his friends. Yeah, I know. Whatever his position, he's still my friend. Oh, excuse me. Does he know you're gossiping with his dad?
What took you so long? Whatever. This is about work, so I'll keep it brief. The other departments should be making moves on the Secretary Valentino front. I'm assuming the Ministry of Justice has already reached out to you in secret, yes?
Damn, nothing gets by you, is what I usually say. Except this time I'm one step ahead of you, pal.
Even now, you still find the time to dig around. You are most certainly my son. Anyway, I suppose I should excuse myself. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Renee, don't try and shoulder too much on your own. Understood?
Father. I see. You're at that food stall in the 2nd District, then. I take it you got drinks after an exchange of information.
Yeah, he said he wanted to chat since he hadn't seen me in a while. Care to join me? Since I'm already here and all, I'd be happy to keep drinking if you can make the trip.
Unfortunately, I am rather busy. I just needed to confirm some things with you. Judging by your reaction, you haven't leaked any problematic information to the Ministry of Justice.
Of course not. All we went over was the prodigal son's criminal record. He didn't ask me anything about the actual ritual.
That's fine then. Given that the CID can't get involved at the moment, I want to avoid causing any disruption between government agencies. I'm sure you understand after what happened in the park, but I recommend being more careful going forward. Now then, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Arkride.
Even after his old man went out of his way to give us some time alone. I swear, this guy. I don't know what you're thinking, Renee, but I trust you. No matter what's going on, I know you'll tell me the truth eventually. Yeah, no doubt about it. Because that's how the three of us have always been.
And so after an unexpected conversation about Renee with Deputy Secretary Kincaid, Van met up with Agnes and the two resumed their night patrol. I hope so, because everything seems kind of tense between Renee and Van's party. Plus, he tried to arrest Rean. Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of Trails Beyond the Horizon. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.